Toucan Play That Game is proudly sponsored by NiceGameShop.com, the place to go for rare and unusual Asian games. Good morning and welcome to Diaries of a Board Game YouTuber for Monday the 18th of September 2017. So this week I had 3/8 videos. There were 8 videos, but 5 of them weren't actually made, well, they weren't publicised to subscribers. So they are public, they are visible if you go looking on the channel, but in your subscription feed, if you're a subscriber, you won't have seen them. And the reason for this is they're not general Joe public, really, consumption material. They're designed for people in the industry because, not this weekend, just gone, the one before, I went to a networking event in London for the UK industry and I recorded loads of it. So I did 5 videos up on those, which is, let's see, what was there? There was an icebreaker thing, which is probably the most publicly acceptable. Actually pretty amusing, some of the ideas that came out of this. What it was a game design challenge, or you were designing a Kickstarter pitch for a publisher type thing of a game to be launched on Kickstarter, and you were trying to hit as many of the kind of Kickstarter must-haves as possible. And there were some really weird, wacky ideas out there that came from that, so you can have a look, see what people came up with that. Then there were a couple of presentations. There was a presentation from Play More Games of Diaries, which is the app currently up on, I think it's Indiegogo, it's seeking crowdfunding on, and that is a tutorial app. So I hate it because I want people to watch my tutorial videos, not use the app. But in theory, it's going to appeal to a different audience, fingers crossed, and won't steal any of my audience. But yeah, so if you want an app that gives you a step-by-step guide, so it's literally like watching a video and pausing between each step, that's pretty much what it does, except for it's all computer animated, no human element there. What else was there? There was a presentation from Tabletop Generation, which is a website. At the moment, it's more focused on creators, publishers, artists, reviewers, etc. being able to collaborate on works together, new games coming, etc. But with the scope in the future moving towards more having a wider user database there and being a social media site, really, that's purely dedicated to board games. So if you're interested, do take a look at that. That's Tabletop Generation, and they've got a presentation about what they'll be doing, etc. After that, there was a media panel. So I was on this, and I hate being on panels a bit. I mean, I'm getting a bit more used to it now. I've done a few now, so it's not too bad. But it's always a bit weird and awkward because I feel like such a fraud being on them because I'm a nobody. What am I doing here? Especially when I had the likes of actual John Perkis on the same panel. It's like, yeah, I'm not in your league. What am I doing here? But yeah, so it was a media panel very much focused towards how the media can work with the rest of the industry and the rest of industry with us, because it was an industry networking event. So there was a bit of us talking about our channels and also a lot of Q&A from the audience, really, of, you know, what can we as reviewers do to help publishers, what can publishers do to help us, and, you know, just kind of how to build relationships, I guess. So yeah, there was that, and the final video, only going to be of interest to people in the UK, which is the first meeting of the UK Tabletop Games Association. I think that's the official title now, it keeps changing, but this is basically a trade association for peer publishers, people in the industry who are independents, getting together to form for greater power, basically, towards marketing worldwide. So yeah, there was that. Then the actual videos, if you will, the videos that were content for the channel about actual board games and not just things related to board games. We had Samurai Gardener. We had a how to play and a review on this. This is an odd game because it's part real-time grabbing cards, part tile laying building up your estate. It's an interesting game. I love the artwork. You really should go check out those videos. They're really short. They're like 4 or 5 minutes each, so it'll take you no time at all. And then the other one was for First Martians, which I don't have here because I hate it and I sold it. It was a review. I did a review. I didn't want to do any other videos. I felt there were plenty of other videos out there that did the job. You know, Watch It Played for learning, One Stop Co-op Shop for the actual playthrough. It would have been a huge amount of effort to do on a game that I just have not enjoyed at all. If you want to find out more about why I've not enjoyed it, etc., do make sure to check out that review. So, that's been this week. What's that meant for the figures? Well, we're just coming up to 21 months. We're like, 5 days off 21 months on the channel. So we've got the giveaway going. Toucan Win that game. We're up to 1,638 people have entered, which is really nice. That makes it the second most successful giveaway I have run on this channel, with the first being Terraforming Mars while it was out of print. Kind of says it all, really, doesn't it? But yeah, I mean, that's a really good increase this week. That's an increase of nearly 600 people, which is like double what we saw last week. I'm not going to cover this in the analytics. I'm actually going to talk about it now, I think. But the reason for this is America loves their giveaways a lot more than the UK. So last week I said about how I was pushing it to the UK and trying to get the UK more interested. Then in the week just gone, I've put it out there to the more US oriented groups, or the more worldwide oriented groups, and there's been a much more interest. It kind of makes me wonder, why am I so insistent on pushing and trying to make the UK more and be more engaged with the UK, because they're just not interested. They don't care. And a lot of people gave Shut Up and Sit Down a lot of stick for having their con in America. But that's where people care. That's where people are engaging with them. And I can kind of understand it, because I'm trying so hard to go, look, UK, let's pay attention to the UK creators. And they're all going, but Dice Tower or whatever, you know, and it's, yeah, so it's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, so that was good. Facebook, 3,246 followers or likes on Facebook now. So that's gone up by about 150, which is, again, it's like 3 times what we saw the previous week. No doubt in my mind, giveaway focused. Same sort of situation with Twitter. We're up to 10,425 followers, which is about 100, so only about double, not about the triple that we saw on Facebook. I don't think that's too surprising, because I think a lot of the giveaway entries this week, as I said, that 600, it's come from posting in groups on Facebook that are US oriented. So it's not surprising that there's been more of those people willing to like on Facebook, because they might not have Twitter accounts or whatever. So I think that's the reason for the difference on those. But on to the main show, YouTube. 5,261 subscribers, which is like 200 more, which is, it's not quite double, but it's a really good increase on last week. Again, no doubts, giveaway. But, you know, hopefully it's not just the giveaway. Hopefully people are going to be interacting, following the channel in a more committed way than just freebie and gone. So views, 322,966 views, which is fantastic. So I've had the target be 4,000 for over the summer months. We're starting to move into autumn now, and I think that's having an effect. So I think I should increase the target, minus the giveaway. I should increase the target to 5,000. That's what I'm thinking. But even so, we hit 11,000 views this week alone. 10,000 last week. So, you know, it's 1,000 more. Really nice to see. I know a lot of this is, well, not a lot. Let's see, we had about 300 per video that was featured this week in the giveaway, which was about 6 videos. There we go. No, 4 videos. So that's about 1,200 of those views only came from that. So that's pretty good. We're kind of going into the analytics now, so I might as well say we're doing the analytics part. Another 3K, pretty much, from Massive Darkness. Still, you know, the Massive Darkness still topping the charts there, especially the how to play video. That's the one that's staying up there. And it's because I did an awesome how to play video. Simple as that. No, it's not really. It's because I was the first one to do a good how to play video. And there's been a few more I've seen come up recently since, but they don't have the traction that mine's built up by being first. So I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, so that's kind of the analytics, competition and Massive Darkness. That's what's doing it at the moment. So another piece of big news I wanted to talk about, because frankly this is my vloggy type show and I can if I want to, is Reddit. Now, I've been reluctant to go on other social media platforms because I struggle so much to keep up with Facebook and Twitter as it is. And so I was really reluctant to go into another one. And of the ones that I'm kind of considering were Instagram and Reddit. Now, Instagram, I've heard, is very good for just building up relationships, interaction, but it's very picture focused, and I tend to put a lot of pictures up, yes. But I don't know, it just feels like it's just more duplication of what I'm already doing. I don't feel it'd be much value add. I feel there isn't really that much of people who are on Instagram who aren't also on Facebook or on Twitter, so it felt a bit... Reddit, I've heard there is a huge audience, and not just audience, a huge community of people who I'm not interacting with, I'm not dealing with, which is a concern not just from the channel point of view, it's not just, oh no, audience, I'm not reaching. It's, wow, there's a load of opinions and people I could be discussing games with that I'm not, and I don't know, I feel kind of left out that way. So I just want to do it from point of view of being part of that community. So I'm trying that out at the moment. Now, a load of people have sworn off Reddit. A load of people have told me, don't go near Reddit, it's toxic. One thing I've found so far, it's not toxic. It's exactly the same as everywhere else, you know, Board Game Geeks, Facebook group, etc. People don't want you just dumping your content. That's not unreasonable. If you're having a conversation, you say, oh, I've done a video for that. They're perfectly fine with that. If you're like commenting on other people and they're like, oh, can you recommend something? You go, oh, I could recommend this. You know, if you want videos, they're on my channel. I haven't figured out how to put links in without it causing problems. It causes the posts to fail to post. Or you can do a link post, but you can't do a link comment. I really don't understand Reddit. I'm trying so hard. I've had a few really helpful people, which have been fantastic, who have gone, if you do this, you actually get a line break, otherwise it all stays together. So very thankful to them for that, because I was looking like a bit of a fool. But yeah, I mean, just being part of the community, I'd like to share my videos in a way and do it in the way that I do elsewhere, which is make it as I'm not just throwing this in your face, I want to have a conversation about it. I'm doing this because I'm keen on the hobby. The same way if you played a game, like I did videos for Samurai Gardener, if you played Samurai Gardener and you wanted to post about it and talk about it with other people, it's the same thing. I'm just a guy, but my way of kind of putting this stuff out there and putting my thoughts on it out there is doing the videos. And so I want to do kind of having that conversation. I want to ask a question. I want to engage with people. And not just, I want to make my content more. I want to have that interaction. I don't want to be in my own little bubble. And I haven't found a way to do that on Reddit. As I say, if you post a link, it's literally you're just posting the link. And I don't want to do that. And I can understand why people don't want other people to do that. Although it's weird. I've seen so much saying, you're not allowed to do this, don't do this, all the terms and everything, don't do this. And I keep just seeing people doing it. And they get downvoted and they're complaining about being downvoted. And it's like, guys, look, it's in the rules. Don't do this. Why are you doing it? I mean, I know a lot of it is people posting, like the big famous channels, all their videos are getting posted up there by other people. And it's like, yeah, great. You've posted something that everyone else already knew about. well done on you. Post something we didn't know about. Some of the smaller channels, etc. But anyway, I kind of lost the track there. Yeah, Reddit. I don't get the rep. Follow the rules, you're fine. So, that's been a bit of a long, ranty, sort of rambly anyway. New arrivals. So I've got a stack of 3 new arrivals. I know last week's diaries, I was like, I've got an unopened game. I should not get more games. I'm going to be good. I've still got that unopened Outlive just sat down there. But I ordered 3 new games the very next day. The stocks were running low on them, so I got a bit worried, and I didn't want to end up that they look like very good games. They look to be quite hyped games, and the stocks were starting to run out, and some places were selling out, and I was like, oh, they've literally only gone on sale this week. Like, Whistle Stop only gone on sale this week, and it's already selling out places. So it was very much, right, I'll jump on those, I'll get them while I can. So yeah, the games, anyway, I should probably tell you something about them. Tiny Epic Quest. I didn't realise how heavy the Push Your Luck was in this, but yeah, it's a Push Your Luck quest completion game with a map. I've played like 2 games of this so far, and you'll be able to see more videos coming soon on that. As I say, it's very heavy on the Push Your Luck. I don't feel that's... In everything else I've seen and reviews and stuff, I don't feel they've really made clear just how heavy it is on that. But anyway, my favourite of the games so far, of the new arrivals, number 9. I love this game. I'm addicted to it. I've been playing it like tons because I can just sit there and play it on my own. We went to family and we were just sat playing game after game. And you know, the thing is, you get this out. It's so easy to get out. Box off the lid. There you go. You're set up. That's how you just set up the game. And so, you know, you do this and then everyone plays a game. It takes a bit for them to get their head round it, you know, the rules of how you can place the tiles and stuff. And then you finish the game and they're like, okay, I know it now. Let's play another one. You play another one and they're like, okay, let's play another one. It's got that effect, that let's play another one. Really enjoy it. It's such good spatial awareness game. Very abstract, but I just love the quickness, the ease of it, and the spatial awareness. So Whistle Stop is the other one. This is probably the heaviest, well, not probably, it is the heaviest of the 3 games. And this is a kind of pick up and deliver route building game. Hard for me to kind of describe. There's quite a lot of mechanics kind of thrown in, tile laying and trains. We'll sell it to a lot of people. It's very much your midweight Euro. Yeah, I've only played 1 game of it so far. Is it 1 or 2? No, I've played 2 games of it. So yeah, I mean, it's going down fairly well. Still not made up my mind though. So that's the new arrivals. What else there? Oh, what's going to be coming this week? So there's 1 box I haven't talked about, so let's move these over here. And we'll talk about this box here, Quantum. My plan for this week is simply to get videos of this up. There's going to be 4 videos. We're going to have a how to play, playthrough, short review, and a review. Now, Quantum, I think, is a lovely game. This combines an abstract game with a war game with a vaguely sci-fi theme. And yeah, I just think it's fantastic. There's randomness, there's strategy. You'll be able to see more in the videos coming later this week. So that's it from me. That's it from me for another Diaries of a Board Game YouTuber. Do hope you've enjoyed it, and you know what to do. If you watch this, you're probably actually a creator yourself. You know how important it is to interact, follow, and share. And I'm doing my best to do the same for all of you. Okay, as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.